Yo, what up? Is your boy Red, and I'm gonna review Uncle from Another World. Yeah, another wacky adventure. I'll be honest with you guys, I love this one. I gotta be honest with you, it seems like the isekais or like the shows with the dumbest titles in there, like the spider one, this one, they seem to be like the best anime shows I've seen in a while. I don't know what's going on here, but like titles with normal things, like, you know, fighting to save stuff and whatever, it seems to be really boring. And then with titles with the dumbest things, you would think, man, this show's gonna be trash. Amazing, right? Crazy how that's working. But Uncle from Another World, basically it's a reverse isekai. He gets isekai when he's 17, but the show doesn't start until he comes back from the isekai world where he was in a coma. Boom, lives with his nephew, and he has his own powers from the other world. It's explained, and it's very well explained actually, to the point where it's understandable how he's still able to use his powers in our world. His nephew wanted to throw him into insane asylum or something. That was hilarious. And we just get some wacky adventures with him and his nephew. He's been in a coma for what, 17 years? That's a long time. So since like early 2000 to now, a lot of things have changed. For him, the Sega console wars was just a thing back then, but of course the console wars nowadays, you know, you have your own diehard fans. There used to be Sega diehard fans, so that's a big thing if you guys didn't know that. And it's good to look up that kind of history in gaming if you're into history and gaming in that manner. Anyways, we get to see his past lives where he lived in the isekai world. They watch basically a TV, and he streams it for his nephew and eventually his nephew's friend. He becomes a YouTuber, you know, big because he's able to do these powers and stuff. He learns trolls, what trolls are on the internet. Overall, this is basically a good explanation of our world today. And also, we get a good glimpse of the other world as well. So you get the best of both worlds here. You get to relive your childhood if you're like me. I mean, I grew up around the same age as Uncle, so I get all the references. You know, it's hilarious. And then I get to see a good fantasy fighting, fantasy love story unfolding. It's actually great. I couldn't find no fault in it. I was like, wow, it's pretty good. I mean, his powers are talking to spirits, you know, in linguistic skills. So he's able to talk to a lot of things, which is very overpowered in the way he uses it. It was crazy. It's also a great insight into what people used to think gamers were like. They used to think they were shut-ins and stuff, which we are. But I mean, most of us nowadays, you know, we're in normal society. Gaming is big. You know, maybe they should do an episode of that for Uncle to see, you know, because he still thinks like he's an outcast or whatever. And that's not true nowadays. But that's something they could explore later on. The beginning of the show, they did a lot of in-world stuff, which I loved. But in the end of the show, they do a lot of fantasy world where he's showing it. And I love that too. So you couldn't mess it up either way in this show. The music's pretty legit. I loved it. I mean, Sega. We love Sega. I mean, it sucks they don't make consoles anymore, but that's how it was, right? I still have my Sega Genesis. So, but yeah, dude, seriously, this blew me away. I wasn't expecting it. Especially in English dub. I was like, whoa, because I started watching this in sub, and now I'm like, English, that's pretty good. And both are really great, actually. Like, little differences in personality here and there, but not that bad. Not to the point where I was like, oh, I hate it. But overall, man, you guys should check out Uncle from Another World. What would I give this one? I'm gonna give this one, you know what, a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Literally a good, like, sit back, chill anime. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub. Links down below for some gear, and I'll catch you guys on my next review. Peace.